I attended the Eccles School of Business a long time ago. My experience was I was probably not one of the students that should be attending college. My background is such that my parents were undereducated, meaning that they dropped out of high school and junior high. So in my environment of growing up, higher education was never in the environment. What I realized is I did not have the skills or the tools, and I dropped out after my first semester. Went to work, figured that college was not in my blood, but I had two people who rescued me. One was Melanie, my wife, encouraging me to go back, and the other one was Brad Hardy, a good high school friend of mine, who talked me into coming back, and after a period of time, the grades got better, the GPA got better, and 4 years later I finished. The following year, I graduated with a Master's in Business Administration from this school. It was probably a year or two after graduating, and I recall sitting in the counselor's office and someone else was talking about wanting to make a donation. And I overheard that and I thought, well, gosh, I guess we could too, Melanie and I. And we decided that we would do that because we knew that there were other students out there in a similar situation.
Well, so I met Jack at the scholarship luncheon, and in sitting next to Jack, I was like, he's just a regular guy. He told me a little bit about his family, about his girls, and you know what he did for a living, and I was like, oh my goodness, this just regular guy is sacrificing these funds so that I can go to school. And from there, I thought, geez, it doesn't take a superhero to make a difference in people's lives. It takes just a regular person. In fact, all of us can do it in some form or fashion and to some different, degree, right? So, it was funny, right after I met him, I was like, geez, I want to do this.
I would classify them as active donors. I would say that a passive donor is someone that just donates their money and lets the administrators use it for the school, for scholarships or research and stuff like that. But Jack and Melanie, not only do they donate financial resources to support scholarships, they also donate their time to help these students and mentor these students so that they can be successful in college. So Jack and Melanie, being my mentors, they really helped me navigate the system of higher education, which I was very unfamiliar with as a first-generation college student. And so their advice and their mentorship has been very important to me and very helpful to graduate from college.
It's just critical that you have a safe place where you can ask the questions that you need to further your personal self or your career, and Jack and Melanie have been just gracious in their time in doing that.
To see them use their skills and build their talents with the University of Utah in the School of Business is just so exciting. You see them grow, you see their excitement, they change majors, it's whatever they find and then become passionate about. It's everything, it really is. And then knowing that it's generational, it was generational for us. Our 3 kids went on to get college degrees and then advanced degrees, and that was because Jack took that step when he did. And so knowing that that's what's going to impact and the influence that's going to have on these kids, the kids we mentor, their families, is just so exciting.
And the fact that they'd sacrificed so much for so long, even having their own families, right? But yet still willing to give, they by far, right? It's the widow's mite, right? It's if you have a lot, giving a little doesn't mean so much, right? But if we have finite resources, giving a little means all the world.
Knowing that you're really changing lives, kind of from a distance, it's a really, really great feeling, and we'll do it forever.